Hello guys, welcome to Legatum Gaming and welcome back to a build video. In this video today I'm going to be showing you the best lamb and ram build you can get. So that's the left attacking midfield and the right attacking midfield. This is more for maybe a 4-2-3-1 and you're on the wings and you are supporting the striker. So this is similar to a striker build but not just the same. It's slightly different if you're playing a lamb or a ram. You want to be that sort of extra support on the wing, passing it to the striker or alternatively recycling the ball or even taking the shot yourself. Rest assured this is a really good build, so without further ado let's get into it. So for this build you want to start with left wing or right wing. Again, it's entirely up to you, it doesn't matter. For me, I'm left footed, I prefer the left wing. Height 5'4" and weight 119 pounds. That's ideally the best height and ideally the best weight, just to get the sort of the maximum amount out of the build. You want the extra pace, you want the dribbling and you want the better passing. So in terms of the traits itself, let's get into it. Now you want to start on pace. So just bear in mind at the current minute we've got acceleration 93, sprint speed 94 and these can go up. I've played around 300 games, so this is kind of what you get for that level. If you play 350 to 400 games you can get this build at a 92 rated. If you play 500 more games or 500 total games shall I say, you can get this build at 93. Shooting, we want to go across the shooting. Now in terms of a lamb and a ram, you really do want to have either a 4-star or a 5-star weak 4. For me, I think 5-star is ideal. That's more around the best. Now don't pay too close attention to the stats on the right. I do understand that finishing at 83 for a lamb and a ram is really poor. Don't pay too close attention to that at the minute. We'll get into further detail why, because that's going to change. In terms of the passing, again, as I said, you do want to have good passing. So I would go for these. Now, swerve pass I wouldn't ideally go for itself, but in terms of these, absolutely. Now, you can see on the curve advanced focus on the right hand side, I would go for these as much as you can, bar from this one. Now this just for the sheer fact, it drops your short pass by -1, so we don't want that. In terms of dribbling, now let's have a look. Now you are going to be quite agile, so you don't necessarily need these extra 2 on the left. Just for the sheer fact it does take down your ball control by 2 if you were to get the total max agility. However, if you are playing a lamb and a ram, in my opinion shall we say, you definitely do want all on the right hand side, especially the flair and the skill moves. As always with every build, these 2 just here don't affect the overall rating, and you can get an extra 6 skill points if you choose to use it anywhere else. So if you're not really that much of a skillful player, I'm not myself, but it does come in handy, especially the flair trait. You can use this elsewhere on the build, sorry shall I say, and you get an extra 6 points. But for the sake of the build, we are going to use this. I did miss out one on the passing, and sorry, that is the passing focus. So overall in total, this is the build itself. Now again, don't pay too close attention because what we're going to do next is going to make this build a lot better. So let's just recap very quickly. Now agility 87%, passing, short pass 93, long passing 89 and curve 81. These are sort of the main attributes which I sort of look for in a build, especially on the position. Finishing 84, shot power 66, long shots 80. In terms of the pace, 93 and 94. Now, don't worry too much about that. As I said, what we're going to do next makes the build. So you're going to want to have it selected. So make sure you press square to have the set default play style. You are then going to go back. You're then going to go on the sort of main elements of your build. You're going to right click to athletic, right click on the D-pad to gameplay, and then where it says role, currently we're a left winger. What you want to do is you want to swap that to a attacking midfielder. Instead of pressing circle, what you do is you press options to advanced, and this should bring us out to a lamb or a ram. So you can see from the right hand side we are now a ram. Now let's have a look at the stats and see what difference it's made. Well, first of all, it's increased our overall rating by 2. So if you remember before, we were a 89 rated. Now we are 91. If you then go ahead and you have a look at the actual stats itself, the acceleration and the sprint speed has gone down by 1. However, this is the golden ticket. Finishing 92, long shots 91. Passing, short pass 93, curve 91, long pass 92. You go on dribbling, your agility's gone down by 1, that's the only negative, but you your agility's gone down by 1, but you have a look at your dribbling, 96, ball control 96, and your stamina still remains the same at 80%. That hasn't gone down. So this is the build in itself. Again, the only sort of thing which I do sort of bang on about in my builds is having a good level of stamina. Now, you don't necessarily want to invest all your traits in stamina depending on the position. So for example, if you're a striker, you wouldn't put stamina in. As we've sort of said before, this build is similar to a striker build. You're going to be playing up the top. 75% of the game, you are going to be in the sort of final third. So you don't want the most stamina. So you want to invest it into a better position. So just to recap, let's start from the start. Pace. These are the pace traits you want. Shooting. Again, I've aimed for a 5-star weak foot. I think that's really important for a lamb or a ram, especially to cut back inside, recycle that ball to the centre mids, or alternatively, do that final through ball. Passing, these are the passing traits I've got. Remember, I didn't put it on this because it decreases your short pass by 1. Same for this one, I didn't because it decreased the swerve pass. In terms of dribbling, all of these on the left and the right. I didn't go for all of the agility because it drops down your ball control by 2 to get it. Agility in total 86, pretty strong, ball control 96 and dribbling 96. Overall guys, this is the build. This is what allows you to get a 91 rated lamb or ram. This is really quite important. So if you guys did enjoy the video, I do love making content, drop a like, let me know, drop a comment. If this works for you, great, tell me. If it doesn't, I'm always open to some feedback. Any questions or any queries, drop them below guys. Have a good one. Cheers guys.